Welcome back, City Skylines players and fans, to Capital City. This is Gomer with Gomer Games. Okay, it's been a couple days since we posted anything. We finished up the mall area here with the medical center and the gigantic mall with some office complexes and a lot of parking. We finished that up. We're going to move to the center part of the island here. And did a little bit of work off camera. I put in this hotel and kind of finished off detailing these underground mall assets here. Put in a police station here. Detailed the hotel a little bit. Put an outdoor cafe on the roof there. Did a little detailing. Also did this asymmetrical intersection. Kind of unique. It's coming into this area here, which I'm not going to go into detail on what's going to be on this side here. We're going to leave that for a later video. But as you see, this intersection, it's 3 lanes, and you got 1 lane splitting off, heading down to this area, into the mall, and then you have 2 left turning lanes here. And then you have 3 lanes coming in here. You got 2 straight lanes here, and then you've got 1 lane turning into 2 lanes that come in this direction. So that's the reason why I call it an asymmetrical T intersection, I guess is the best way to describe it. Finished off the parking here, added an office building here. There is a medical facility right here, a small doctor's office. That's been there for some time, but I can't remember if I think I did that off camera, but that has been there. And put in a parking lot here. What we're going to do today is we're going to do this area basically on this side of the avenue. We're going to fill this in here, and I think we need another hotel to kind of fill this in. So what we're going to use is switch off back to menu here. One of the assets from the workshop, of course, and here we go. And obviously I can't read that. I'm not sure what it is, but it's an excellent looking one. But I'm thinking that the way this would be situated is the front of the hotel would be facing this avenue or this arterial, just for visual aesthetics, for advertising, that's just the way the developers would build it. That's the way the hotel would want it, so everybody'd see their main entrance. So what we're going to do, we're going to run a local road. We're going to continue this local road right here. For now, we're going to run this all the way down. I'm not sure how far that'll go down, but we're going to run it all the way down, so it creates some zoning there. And then we're going to take this hotel and we're going to place it right here on this local road against I don't know if we want to bring it all the way over, and we could use move it to move it if we need to, I guess, because we are going to move it over a little bit. That actually looks pretty decent there. There's a little bit of a room there. I mean, this is a parking lot right there. There is a road there. Yeah, there's enough room there, so I think that's more than fine right there. I do need some more room on the front side of the building, so I am going to grab the building and pull it directly over to where the building is just off the sidewalk. Not sure how realistic this would be. There would have to be, the city would have some sort of ordinance or right of way or something like that, some sort of step back ordinance where the building can't go straight to the sidewalk. There would have to be some sort of, especially nowadays, that wouldn't be able to do that. But hey, it's a game, so we're gonna go with it. So we're gonna need a little entrance here. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna grab a one road, and I'm just gonna choose one without parking. Definitely just gonna have to build this and then adjust it with movement. Just mainly because this building has an awkward angle. Yeah. All right. But you see the building has, it doesn't sit straight against the road. It's not parallel to the road, so there's a little bit of a arc there. So we want to make sure that this is parallel to the front of the building there. I think that looks alright. I think that looks pretty good. A little bit of a sidewalk there. A little bit larger than a normal road. I mean, you'd want it to be quite large. Thinking maybe there would even be parking here, because you'd have like valet parking or something. I don't know, maybe we could do it all the way down, because I really don't like the crosswalks, even though we could put one and two. Yeah, I think we'll leave it like that. Yeah, I think we'll leave it like that. So what I'm thinking is we're going to go ahead and, even though this isn't all going to be concrete, I think we're going to go in here and paint this in. Just so it's all done. So we don't have to worry about any of it. Even though there's going to be manicured lawn through most of this, or through a lot of it, I should say. Not most of it. Most of it's the building. But this makes it easier to work with if you just go through and paint it all. There we go. I think that looks good there. We're going to go ahead and start on this side with the lawn. Just going to use a 2. Yeah, we'll use a 2 here, and then we'll use a 4 here. 3 is a different texture. It's a different color. That's the reason why I didn't use that. And then switch back to the 2. Obviously this needs to be four there. Yeah, let's do that. I think that looks that looks very nice there. A little bit of a grass area there, so we could have brought it in a little bit more, but that's fine. But what I'm thinking here is put a single down. But what I'm thinking is to cover that gap there. And I think we want a gap in the middle. Because there has to be an entrance on this side of the building, even if it's not one that's used. It's just a fire exit. There has to be some sort of fire door or something on this side. There we go. There we go. So we'll leave that like that. It's pretty close to being centered. And then I don't know if we want to put one. Guess we could put another one right here. Maybe a little bit further. Yeah, just so it's even on both sides. And then, I don't know if we want to put another one. So there's a door right here. Yeah, let's go ahead and put another one right here. Just for the sake of realism. And sometimes I've even seen fire doors and stuff that go out into nothingness. They just go out into grass because they never plan on being used. But you know, if they're ever used, you know, who cares if the grass gets a little trampled. But we'll go ahead and yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Just because there is going to be a parking lot on this side, so that that does kind of make a little bit of sense there. And then I don't think we'll put one here just because there is a parking, or there is a door over there, just like we didn't put one here. But I think those three kind of make sense. Yeah, I think those kind of make sense there. Okay, so now we have this road right there. So I'm thinking what we'll do, we're going to go ahead and bring this road straight down. The entrance, just like that. And then, just thinking about coming down at an angle here. Now, I don't know if we'll do that or not. We'll see. Anyway, we're thinking about coming down and having two entrances there, but I don't know. I think we'll leave it like that. And then let's see what we can do. Actually, we probably need to back this road up just a little bit. Is that zoning adjuster? It's running around the screen again. Alright, let's see, maybe pull that back just a little bit. And then see if we've got zoning. Okay, so we got a little bit of zoning in there. So we need to pull this back a little bit. Maybe do away with that. Down again. Nice clean lines all the way down. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close, so it's fine. So we've got that taken care of there. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some detailing in on this side. Thinking some more grass here. Yeah, I think we're going to bring this over to this line here. Then I think we're going to put another door in right here. Yeah, there we go. And then, not to be outdone, I think we're going to put a door in here. On this side. Okay. So now let's go back to, we don't need a 4, we just need a 2. Then we need to switch to 4 here. and then a single there, and a single there that we need to modify. Pull that over. Alright, I think that looks quite nice like that. Nice sharp edges. That looks, yeah, looks great. Let's see if we can do... see if we can get this to look right. Notice how I placed it, and I did not change the angle. So in theory, the angle should match this road here. And then by pulling this back, there. I think that looks good. And then we'll do, I don't know if we'll do anything on this side or not. I think that looks good just the way it is. Add in, I do want to add in a fountain. And I think that would be as centered to this building as possible. Which kind of makes it a little awkward. But I think it would be centered with that centerpiece over the door. Yeah, I think that looks good there. And then we will switch to, let's do a curb. Some of these curb pieces in here. I think we'll use a large oval. And I think we'll probably try to get it as symmetrical as possible. And then maybe, and even though it's not even, I want to use a fruit tree. Or a flowery tree, I guess is the correct term. Yeah, even though it's not symmetrical on this side, I was using this distance here between the fountain and the curve there. So let's try to get that there. There, I think that works. Just really, really simple. And then I did notice, just for the sake of, whoops, see if I can get the angle. Whoever made this asset didn't put doors on the front. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some doors here. And these, a lot of people make these assets. They look at them as, oh, they're going to be viewed from distance, and they don't really go into detail on things. But I'm kind of very attention to detail, which works to my disadvantage. Unfortunately, quite a bit, because I spend more time on things than I probably should. And try to even it up. right like that. It already has an awning, so I think that works. I think we'll go in and I think it would be extremely difficult to put any decaling or tile work in here. Not in real life, obviously. In real life, they could just run it straight and over. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I think because of the angles, it would be kind of difficult to do. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to run it right like this. Yeah. And then grab a single. There. I think that looks quite nice like that. Maybe we could bring him to the road right here, because this would be the primary loading area. We could get the angle correct. There, it's not perfect, but as you zoom out, you can see a little bit less. For some reason, it doesn't look even though it technically is. There we go. Yeah, this one I can already see is going to be a pain to put in. So what we'll need to do, we'll need to drop it right there and then go back to move it. And then move it into place. There we go. Okay. And then I guess we'll go ahead, grab another one. And then another one. So I guess that will work just fine. Put some trees in here. I think we're just going to use let's see. No, I don't want to use a palm tree. It might be a little bit too tall. There we go. Do some more on this side. I think that looks very nice. It's simple, but it's not. I mean, it looks very nice, but it's very simple. It's not. There's not a lot to it, which it doesn't need to be. Probably need to place maybe maybe a trash can, maybe a trash can by the entrance, maybe. I'm not sure if that's really realistic. Well, can't remember in because of COVID and everything. It's been so long since I stayed at a nice hotel. I can't remember whether there's trash cans at their entrances or not. I would think there would be. There definitely would be in the lobby, but so we'll go ahead and just place trash cans on the entrances here. Yeah, right like that. And then maybe just put a bench. Maybe just put one right there. I don't know if we really need one anywhere else. Maybe put another one over here. I don't know. I am going to go in and fix these crosswalks. I'm going to do one intersection, but I will do the rest of them. Actually, that's not too bad there. But I'll do one intersection and then do the other ones off camera. Just because I don't like the way the default crosswalks. I just don't care for them. Put that there, and we'll do one here. One here. And as you can see, those are not a lot cleaner and nicer than these down here. Even if you go in with no controller, kind of clean up the intersection a little bit. This one looks pretty good, but it's still not as nice and clean as the other ones. So we're gonna have to do that. Then I think I want to go in. I'm going to adjust this too, so there's a little bit more of a walkway there, which I'll take care of that, which will probably be moving all those back. I want to go in and adjust these so I don't forget. You won't be allowed to turn left there. So, not sure you'd be able to turn left here, honestly. But we'll leave that. I'm not have to think about that. That's kind of a little awkward angle anyway, but so we'll go ahead and we're going to have to do this from this angle because of the building. Grab some more maker. And I knew this was going to be a little bit difficult because of the train. Actually, let's just go ahead and get rid of this. Put these in here and see if we can get these to adjust to get them to look right. And we may not be able to. We may not be able to get them to look right. So we may have to do something with this area right here. Situation. Alright, so now, I think we'll probably go ahead and put these in here. And then go ahead and pull this out over here, pull this out over here, and then these two need to drop in just a little bit. Yeah, that works fine. No, it doesn't. There's a little bit of clipping there. So I'm going to move that over. Okay, so it doesn't show up right there. And then, yeah, we got a problem here. Which is okay. We'll just get rid of this. And a double right here. And that takes care of that little corner there. And also takes care of taking it to the edge there. And so we got a little bit of an edge there, a little bit of an edge there, so that works just fine. So we're looking good there. It's a little bit awkward. That probably needs to be smaller. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is... I hate to do this, but I think I'm going to replace all of these with 2s. And move these in just a little bit, so this is a smaller gap here. But I'm going to do that off camera. So let's get over to this side. We're at the 40-minute mark already, so we need to finish this side here. So we'll bring over a dirt road temporarily. We're going to bring this straight down. Yeah, let's go down 6. And we want it at a 90-degree angle at 6, which might be impossible to do. But 89.3, that's pretty close. It's all the way down. Definitely make sure that's at 90 degrees down that direction. And do that. So it should be pretty close to being perpendicular. Excuse me, parallel to this road here, which is what we want. So then all this zoning through here is perfect. There's no missteps like this right here. It's perfect all the way along, which is what we want. So we want to go ahead and grab some parking here. And let's see here. Let's do the outside first. Because we're going to need to pull it back a little bit. Alright. It's pretty close. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, that's not a perfect fit. I was wanting to see if one of these stalls would fit perfectly in right here, and it does not. Okay, so that's not going to work. So we're just going to go ahead and move this over. And now we'll move this one over. Obviously, if you want painting this, if you're actually playing the game, you need to make sure all this is level when you're using these parking stalls. Because if not, you'll have cars that'll float in the air. Make sure buildings are turned off, and nodes and segments and trees are turned off. Buildings are turned on, excuse me. Why did that not pick that? Oh, it did. And then just pull it forward to get close to the driving lanes there. That's pretty close. Probably do, now we'll leave it like that. That's pretty close. Alright, and then switch back to the parking again. And this time we're going to go into these, and we're going to do, no, we're not going to do 4, because what we want to do, if you do 4, it goes all the way to the sidewalk. And in theory, there's a curve there, so cars can't drive over the curve. So, but there needs to be a way to get out and around every spot. So what I'm thinking is this would be left. Yeah. So that would be the one. That works out perfect. Okay. And see, what I'm thinking is a car would be able to, they would be able to get off the local road, pull into this parking lot here, and then pull into any of these lanes, and then they'd be able to drive around searching for a parking spot. Whereas if you run the stalls all the way to the sidewalk, they would have to come in, figure out how to turn around. If there was no empty stalls, they'd have to back out and then do the same thing. So you gotta have a room over on the other side. As you can see, there's a little bit of a height distance there, so we're gonna have to fix that. So we want buildings, nodes, and segments. So we want to select all of this. We want height. We want to this object here. There, and it's adjusted. So all that should be flat, and it should be at the same height. So it should work perfectly. Now we need to go in and paint the concrete. Obviously these fill in on their own because they have painted surfaces. So what you do is right click on that and then left click to actually paste the concrete down. Okay, so switch over to roads, plain roads, upgrade, upgrade. I think that looks pretty good there. Obviously we got to work on this end and work on some landscaping in the back, which will take care of that. I do think I want to put some, I think they're called billets. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. Yeah. Put that in there. And of course, when you use a line tool, you have to double click on it twice to get it to change. That looks pretty good there. I think I'm going to use a curve to do some landscaping and stuff here. I think maybe we'll use the large circle here. Maybe place that right there, and place the other one right there. Place one right there. Stay with me. I know this kind of looks weird, but stay with me. Make sure that's out of the driving lane. It is. So then we'll grab the large curve, and then we'll connect these. Looks like an old style film canister. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then obviously connect these. Gotta get the angle correct. Grab the extra large square. And there we go. And it's not perfect. Probably a little bit of tweaking it here or there. Probably get it to be a little bit better. A little bit of a gap there. But when we put the trees in, you won't really be able to see it. And from altitude, you can't really see it, but it looks pretty decent. Obviously, this needs to be moved in a little bit. Or not, because that could be some part of the style is there's a little bit of a curve there on it. So, depending on how you wanted to do it. I think that looks good. But I'm thinking maybe these were original trees. So they decided to maybe save these and actually work around these trees or something. Uh, so I think that looks great there. And maybe do some additional oak trees right there, maybe. Yeah, I think that looks really good. Obviously, we got a little bit of touching up to do in these areas here um, with the concrete. That's part of the problem with using this concrete filler is it doesn't always fill in the gaps very nicely. And pull this rose back just a little bit out of the road. And then we need a landscape along the back here, which I think I'll probably just do off camera. It's just going to be a matter of more of placing the trees down and green. So I'll do that. We're at 54 minutes already, so I wanted to get this done here. I'm not sure what we're going to use here. Originally, I was planning on, I originally had a recycling center planned for here. But the more I thought about it, the hotel would not be happy with that. Have those rooms right here look down over into a recycling area, into a recycling center. So I'm thinking what we're going to do, we are going to put in, I think we're going to put in one of the new banks. And I think the small bank, which personally I think is the best looking one, the other ones just kind of look, unless you're placing them downtown in your downtown district or in your financial district, the other ones just kind of look out of place. But I really like this bank here. This bank is really nice. I really like this one. So I'm thinking maybe, yeah, we'll put that here. Yeah. And then maybe do some landscaping around it. that's probably not going to work out very well there, but maybe bring this to the edge of that road there. Yeah, and then maybe go with some of these grass fillers here. Some of these grass, yeah, maybe we'll put that in. I don't know if we really want to do that though. Let's see how it looks. Notice how I'm doing these in layers. I've got a tutorial on filling in landscaping, and you can watch that on my channel. It goes through layering is the best way to get the effect that you're looking for. Sometimes you have to place 3 or 4 different items on top of each other. You know what? That doesn't look too bad. I think we'll actually leave that like that. And then maybe yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Maybe fill this in with dirt here. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad at all. And then, no, we'll leave that. I think that's enough parking for that small bank. I mean, I guess we could take curb, and which might be too big here, or not. No, it's too big there. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then maybe we take some of this, some of these green decals here, and fill it in. The rest of the way. Sometimes you have to place them and then move them into place because of the landscaping altitude, or just copy them. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And then yeah, we'll just pull the road down back to here. See if we can get that to. No, it will not. No, we'll fill that in. Okay, so I guess we will have this road kind of like a cul-de-sac then, right there. And then maybe go back to Yes. See if we can get this to move up. There we go. That's perfect. Well, for that matter, I guess we could just take it and do those, which is how a lot of people do their concrete, is they just use concrete props. And then grab a couple of these low trees here. On the landscaping. There's some dumpsters back here, so I want to kind of fill this in. Yeah, kind of like that. I don't know how realistic that would be. They would have that kind of brush back behind their bank like that, but I think it might be considered a security risk too. Of course, if it's all thorns and stuff like that, that would be quite effective. And then one last thing, I know we're just over an hour, but one last thing I was wanting to do is I want to go ahead and take this right here, which is props and trees. And we're going to copy that, and then we're going to run this all the way down. All the way down. Okay. And then probably just do yeah, we'll just do that. That way, still get under the bridge if they want to. But all these crosswalks here will just be to get on that side of the street, and then go all the way down to these two main crosswalks here. So that way they could walk. Which doesn't really make any sense, because then they couldn't walk. I didn't think about that. I'll have to think about that and what they're going to do, because they'll need to get over into this section, into here, and into here, and then definitely over into this section here. Okay, that'll be the, we'll pick up from there on the next video there. Hit that center, Gomer's going to pop up here in the center of the screen. Make sure you click on that to subscribe. Hit that like video. That will get the video out there, get people watching it. And if you have any comments, suggestions, criticisms, comments, anything, just let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit Gomer there right in the center of the screen. And we'll see you next time. This is Gomer with Gomer Games.